Give us a sense of the organizational dynamics of bringing different teams together and where some platforms maybe fall short. I remember, back in the day, so many of the either creative platforms or just really any service trying to add value to a campaign always goes after the media team first, and the creative folks are sometimes left out, innocently, but often when the creative team then has to come in, it's too late into the process. What have you found successful in how to, kind of herd the cats, if you will, simultaneously?
Sure.
So best practices.
Great question. I think that a lot of it has to do with partnership, both internally and externally. Externally, bringing the right partners into the creative agency, understanding their process, they understand our process. I think on the way things used to work, quote unquote, if there's a separation between media and creative, what's going to happen is maybe something gets onto a media plan, and by the time it gets to the creative agency and it's sold in, there isn't the requisite amount of time to develop a great idea. So we're really foot forward, I think, on trying to work out partnerships with best-in-class companies across technology, ad tech, media publishing, social platforms, really anyone out there, and getting them in so we understand their platform and what works today with that platform, and maybe ideating together, taking a brand's creative idea and seeing how that can work, and oftentimes bringing that idea forward to a client along with media. And that way we're crafting something contextually right for the platform, it's right for media. I think in a world where media agencies, creative agencies hadn't been split apart and they were all part of one entity, everyone would be sitting around the table anyway, putting together a joint creative and media plan for a client. So you have to act that way. It takes a little bit more effort and time sometimes, but the partnership route has been really successful for us.
Given your purview of all the strategic partnerships you're setting up for the shop, just want to take one slice, and you referenced the social platforms. So of kind of the big five or so that are out there, who's either in the lead at figuring that out and bringing people in the right way, or feel free to take it another way in terms of the, we've been hearing around how there have been some cracks in the walled gardens where starting to have conversations around either proactively or reactively, because either they recognize there's more business for them or business is threatened to maybe move elsewhere, where some of the use of data and creative limitations can be expanded a little better. Can you say, is there one or that's either in the lead or has been straggling, or where you've made progress with any of the social platforms better?
I feel that Facebook and Google are probably in the lead in terms of the way that they look at creative and try and understand the impact of creative in driving a brand forward. So having dedicated creative agency teams and not agency teams that are more media focused is really important. I think the value for each of those platforms is about the creative that people are seeing there. If it isn't good work that they're seeing, if there isn't good entertainment or compelling content that's on those platforms, users are not going to keep going there. So, having a focus as new ad products are coming out and getting an understanding and an early look at those so that we can consider which clients it might be best for. Attribution's a big thing. I think, walled gardens and having some third-party verification on what's working, and Facebook's taken a lot of great steps in that regard recently. Google the same. I think that getting some clarity on what's working is hugely important. Attribution's also a big deal. So being able to know that if you're doing a campaign and how well it's driving people to store or to offline sales is critically important for us to be able to really determine which outcomes are mattering to our clients. So I think those two are kind of the most progressive. YouTube hitting 1 billion hours of video viewed a day. There's no ignoring it's going to surpass TV soon. So video works great on each of those platforms. Measurement, analytics, the focus, the support on creative, I think is really heads and shoulders on those two than others.